Yes. I was going to say driving on concrete doesn't have the or asphalt doesn't have the same.
No, not the same.
You're stuck in traffic on concrete.
Or stuck in traffic in sunshine.
In sunshine.
In sunshine, it still works. Welcome back.
Right.
Friends, I've got 2 more days with you. I'm so happy to be back with all of you. We've got Steph, we got Frank and Sid for this conversation, and this is a goodie because I feel like, well, let's go with it. There's a proposal for the province of Ontario to allow cities who want to opt in to test this compact 3-wheeled vehicle on the roads. Now, they're very specific. Steph, I know you did a test drive with these. Frankie, you showed some of these off in
University.
at York University. So they are called urban mobility vehicles. They look just like that, to be driven on municipal roads. Again, all part of a pilot project, if a city chooses so. Give you a bit of an idea of it. It is a slow-moving EV. The max speed on these, 32 kilometers an hour, typically only has that 1 seat. You need a G license, and there are obviously seasonal limitations on this, right?
Yes.
We have winter. This might not be great. Stephanie Henry, you drove one of these around. First of all, what was it like? And second, could you see this on municipal roads?
So I also did the same thing. It was at York University as well. So I drove it around the campus, and although it was at 32 kilometers or 35, so the 32, 35 kilometers per hour. It seems slow when you're on campus and like zoom. It feels faster than it is when you're actually in the vehicle. Now, could I see it on municipal roads? I don't. Obviously, the roads should be shared. I don't think I could see it in live lanes with other big vehicles. Obviously, it's a very slow-moving mobility vehicle, right? And a lot of the people I was talking to when I was there test driving this car say that this is the future, especially when you're in these urban centers where we have such tight spaces. There's not space to park, not really spaces to move around. For the people that live in the city, this is a great option to do groceries, to go to work, to run small errands and stuff like that.
Quick errands.
Yes.
Frankie, there are places where it could work.
Well, I've seen it. You know,
Yes.
in Europe, you actually see a lot of these working right now. And the streets of Europe are extremely narrow. So some of those streets couldn't even accommodate a vehicle, but they can accommodate this. Battery-operated bicycles right now are also really taking off beyond. There's many battery-operated vehicles currently that you don't need a G license for, which I don't know how I feel. Sometimes I see some of these what are supposed to be bicycles, but they really are a motorcycle with a battery. And there are really no plates and things like that. You know, the city's congested. We got to figure out ways to move people around in an efficient way that's good for the environment. This would not work during a snowstorm.
No.
No.
But you would see an idiot out there in a snowstorm with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Like just even yesterday. Did I tell you this story about yesterday? I'm driving. I'm on the Gardner. Every bad story I have in the city starts with I was on the Gardner.
Fair.
Every story.
Accurate.
I was on the Gardner, left lane. We can have a whole nother chat about what the left lane means or doesn't mean. But in my mind, it means something. So someone's going below the limit in the left lane on the Gardner, around BMO, westbound. And I'm like, okay, I'm not in that big a hurry. I believe like shifting lanes is one of the most dangerous thing you can do on the roads. I don't do it. So it like 10 minutes. And finally, this person moves over. I'm not flashing high beams. I'm not doing anything. And I move. Don't they move right back into the lane with another 10 cars behind them?
Yes.
It was one of the dumbest things. I don't like that vehicle with the level of intelligence I see on GTA roads every single day. If you're in Rome and you have that vehicle, I think it's a different story. If you're in other parts of Europe, I think you're bang on. Different story. But did you feel, Steph, did you feel safe in it?
I think that it was a pilot project.
It's going to be implemented on York University campus.
So they're
going to be using
Even in a controlled environment, though, did you feel safe in it?
I felt pretty safe in it. I felt pretty safe in it on the campus.
Because
Controlled environment.
But you couldn't be on a 400 series highway. You couldn't be on the Gardner. You couldn't be on the DVP.
Definitely not.
It's not meant for any of that.
No. And I wouldn't even feel like even our cyclists have issues on right. So that's all I have to say.
Right, I see this as a a blind spot nightmare. Like you're right, like you have these big.
I see it at a
vehicles.
university campus a lot. If you have one of these, one of your friends picking them up and moving them somewhere else, just so you wouldn't even know where your car was.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I see a lot of pranks. That on the top of a lot of steps and a lot of stairs.
I don't play pranks like that. And does that make me a bad person? Like like I'm not prank guy. If someone starts pulling that stuff on me, I get very serious very quickly.
Yeah.
Note to self, because we love
Really?
pranks.
No, I wouldn't. Honestly,
We love pranks.
I love some people here. Don't even try me on that. It's going to end poorly. I'm serious. Like all of a sudden you can't find your keys. Ha ha ha. HR. Like I don't do that. I don't do that. So, but anyway, it's funny if,
Did you
if
see
you
what
like
Jordan
that.
did
You know what Jordy did to me?
We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
He
Jordan
stole
Lay and myself.
all my shoes.
We've had this
Oh,
conversation.
yeah.
Put them in the Bata Shoe Museum.
But is this the, but this face? But this is the face of someone you can trust, isn't it?
Can we
yeah.
show Jordy's little face?
This is the face of someone.
Oh, yeah. We're plotting now, right? We just heard.
Don't touch
Dr.
it.
Evil
In the
over
middle
here.
of the plaid. Yeah.
Never trust that much plaid. Never.
What have we learned from this? We're not sure about these vehicles, and
Yes.
don't trust Jordy.
Don't trust Jordy.
The end. All you need to know.
That we knew.